what people are looking for. Samadhi pada is the first pada of the Yoga Sutras. It's the one that kind of lays out the Samadhi state for people.
Yeah.
Its uses, what it does, and how it takes you to liberation.
Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today we're going to be talking a bit more in depth about Samadhi and the word, kind of what it
Where
means.
it comes into yoga.
Yeah, and we've kind of touched on this a little bit before, but we're gonna expand on it a bit. So.
Yeah. So guys, this word Samadhi we've seen in a couple of different places at this point. One, we have seen it as the 8th limb of that Ashtanga yoga path that Patanjali lays out for us. 2, we have also seen it in that first chapter of the Yoga Sutras, back from the Yoga Sutras video we did a few days ago. That was Samadhi Pada, that first part that lays out, again, that state of Samadhi and what it looks like, what its uses are for the yogi. But to kind of give you guys a little more context for the word, it's broken down into kind of 2 different roots, sama and di. And sama comes from this idea of equal, and di comes from the word intellect. So if you think of it as like equal intellect, that's where the root of the word is coming from. The word itself kind of means putting together, like joining 2 different things. This is, again, a very important aspect to any yoga practice. So you can see why it might be the last step of that 8-fold path, because you're trying to put together things that are opposite. And the biggest one we can always think of in yoga is self and other. So Samadhi is kind of that state of mind that allows you to unify yourself with everything else around you. It's what brings all of that together. And you can kind of see it, this joining of things in other ways, the dualism that Samadhi is working to transcend in like Purusha and Prakriti, the self and the soul. We have self and other. There are a bunch of different kind of dualistic viewpoints where Samadhi, that state of mind, is said to kind of bring them together. So again, that's kind of what we see as the end goal in that 8 limbs, 8 steps of yoga that we have. But as we'll get to, it's not quite liberation in the sense that we're thinking of. So anyways, guys, just a little bit more on Samadhi there, and more to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's more to be said, but again, it's about a bringing together. It's about bringing together, and like Kai had briefly mentioned, the biggest one that you're using this for is bringing together the sense of you and other,
everything else.
Yeah, and how you bring all of that together, how you rationalize that in your head. So think about that. Look it up if you want to look it up. Give somebody a low 5 today.
Equal intellect.
It's a low 5 kind of day.
Low 5.
Yep.
It's the rain.
Yeah. It's got to be the rain. Not that you guys would know
right.
anything about that, but we'll see you guys tomorrow.
You guys.